Hi everyone and welcome back to V's Budgets. For the returning subscribers, then welcome back. And if you're new to the channel, then hi, my name is V and I'm a single mum of one trying to live her best life on a budget. Welcome to my channel. If you like anything that is budgeting and planning related, then I'd love for you to stick around and consider subscribing below. But today we are here to check in for our budget for week 1 of August. So yes, let's just go straight into it. So I'm going to do things a little bit different for my check-ins moving forward. You will notice here that I am now highlighting my bills, not only my sinking funds and spending pots. So yes, I've got bills, debt, savings, sinking funds and spending pots. So basically everything that is in my budget with me monthly planning sheet. And if you haven't watched my budget with me for the month of August, then I will link it at the top of the screen right now for you. So, well, what a week. If you have been following me on Instagram, then you probably know a little bit of what is going on and what has happened this week. If you are not following me on Instagram, then please find the link in the about section of the channel. I'd love for you to follow me on Instagram as well, because I do lots of stories and posts on there too. But essentially, guys, what happened is on Monday, the 1st of August, whilst I was driving back from Clara's swimming lesson, Clara's my daughter, my 4-year-old daughter, in case you are new to the channel, my car just died, literally as I was turning at the end of a T-junction. Moral of the story, the drive shaft of my car snapped. And nobody really knows why. They're putting it down to wear and tear. Apparently it's nothing I did. But yes, so it went into the garage on, well, we got rescued on Monday evening because it was about 6 o'clock. And then the garage looked at it on Tuesday and also informed me that my suspensions had tears in them on both suspensions, so had to get that changed too. And moral of the story, we have spent a lot of money, a lot of money. The bill for the car has come to £1,471, which of course has gone onto the credit card. However, saying that, I had £625 in my car maintenance fund. So of course that went straight over. There was an extra £80 that I was going to allocate for the month of August. So that took it to like 700. So basically the bill was 1,470, 700 I was able to pay straight onto the credit card. 700 I'm waiting for from TUI over the next week, which will be my flight compensation. I know I mentioned this in my previous video that I was waiting for some compensation from TUI because our flight was delayed 24 hours coming back from Turkey when we went in June. So yes, so the money for that is going to go straight over there, which basically makes me or leaves me with £71 to find, which I'm determined to find by the end of this month by doing various things. So a negative, but also a positive. And I think that has really reinforced for those of you that watch budget videos and perhaps think, oh, you know, it's curious that they've got all these funds and, you know, car maintenance funds. Sorry, the light goes in and out. Apologies. For those of you that like look and think, oh, that's a good idea and have not done it. If you can, just even if it's £20 a month, the reality is that without that £700 that I put away in my sinking funds for car maintenance, I would have to find a substantial amount of money to pay my debt for my credit card off. Whereas honestly, to be honest, it's not that bad. I'll get to the state of that fund when I will do my cash stuffing for week 2. So do subscribe so you can see what my plan is for that. But yes, I feel like I needed to just acknowledge the whole car fiasco situation. I mean, my car is quite old. It's 10 years old. It's a diesel car. At some point it's going to have to be changed, but the reality is that with Clara's school being at the end of my road, I am not going to probably need my car on a daily basis, which makes investing in a newer car at the moment a little bit pointless. So even though it was a large expense considering the value of the car, not fixing it would have not given me the return on the car that I needed to then be able to move on to a newer car. So it kind of needed to be done either way. Anyway, going back to the format of this, as you can see, before I never used to put my bills in, and in fairness, it's a bit of a drama trying to put the bills in because technically speaking, everything that is on the 2nd actually went out on the 1st, but I didn't have enough space to put it in there. So yes, so let's run through the week. So I did pay the £90 that I needed to pay for my speed awareness course. If you haven't seen my previous videos, I drove 26 miles an hour in a 20 zone. I thought it was a 30. It was an A road. In fairness, I really thought I was being quite, under the speed limit, but clearly I wasn't. So they offered me a speed awareness course, which I paid and I had budgeted for in this month. My mortgage came out, my water, my gas and electric, Netflix, my TV license, pet insurance, life insurance, and my Apple Pay. I put £50 in Clara's savings account and I put £150 in my credit card. So if I can just get my budget with me, I can already put in a tick for all of these expenses because they came out already and they came out as per my budget. TV license, and speed awareness course. Obviously I have a buffer which I'm not touching until the end of the month, and then credit card I did pay 150. Clara, it was the 50. So all on track. I think my next one will be my cat flea treatment and my Sky and my car finance going on week 2. So we'll see whether they come out correctly. But then for the rest of the week, did a small food shop in Tesco's on Wednesday, and that was £36. And then I got a bit mixed up, guys. Do you remember I withdrew the money for the school pictures? Well, I missed the boat. I completely misread what the deadline was. So yeah, I wasn't able to pay for them cash in the end, but the lovely chap that ran the photography agency allowed me to pay by card. So I've got the cash, but I also have had to pay. I didn't want to put the cash back, if you know what I mean, because it would just be pointless because I'm not a cash stuffer anyway. Anyway, there was no point going to the bank. So I paid for the £15 in there. Thursday, I went into the office. I was meant to go in on Tuesday as well, but to be honest, with everything that was going on with the car, I was in such an acute state of anxiety, as you can imagine, not knowing what was wrong with the car, not knowing how much it was going to cost me. So I literally wrote myself out of the office for that day. Did go in on Thursday though, spent £14.10. Then on Friday, I got the car back first thing in the morning. And if you remember me saying, I was well within reserve, and whew, I just about made it home, I think. So yeah, I had to go into Tesco's and I paid at pump. And funnily enough, I think it limits you to £99. And that's exactly where basically it had got. Like, it got to like 98 and the thing came up, but I always try and put like just a tad more just in case. And yeah, it did, and then it just stopped. And then when I turned the car on, it was completely full. So yeah, £99, full tank. Now I know. Friday night we went into London. Well, I met my partner in London. He was already there because he had been in the office. We went to play crazy golf together. had a lot of cocktails. And then I also got my hair done just before that, and that cost me £88, and I paid for parking. So that was £3.10. And yeah, then we went back and forth by train. So that was £12. And that was Friday. And then Saturday, I bought some new hangers for Clara's wardrobe, like the kind of toddler size, because with her school uniform and stuff, I don't really want to be like folding it. So I've ironed everything on Saturday, and I put like the school iron-on labels for the names. And I needed new hangers. So yeah. And then I finally bought food for Vinny. Vinny's my cat, for those of you that are not aware. And it's diet food. I keep saying about it, this diet food. I have a rather large cat. He's greedy. He's also a very large size. Naturally, he's very, very tall. He's quite big. But the vet mentioned that he probably could lose a kilo. So yeah, I bought the Royal Canine Society food. I got some pouches, and I got the dry food. And this week we're going to be finishing up the food that I've got left in the house. And then from next week, I believe you'll be starting on that. So yeah, the only thing is that I've calculated that would mean that I need to spend about £60 every 6 weeks. I got a bit of an offer for this week because I had never ordered from the website that I ordered from before, so I got a discount on the products, and also I got an extra 10% off. So normal price I think will be about £60. So basically I'm putting away £10 a week for the food, so it's quite expensive. So yeah, it'll be interesting to see obviously how he gets on and if he likes it. And then on Saturday I put Ray £90 because although I had paid for the crazy golf, we had a lot to drink, and also we went for a really nice meal in the Soho area. And yeah, so we ended up spending quite a bit of money. Not so much on the meal, more on the cocktails. And that's the thing, like, you know, cocktails nowadays are like £12-15 each, if not more. So we only had like, I think 4 or 5 each. So the meal itself was actually not very expensive at all. But it was the drinks. It was like, wow. Didn't have a hangover though, which makes me question how much alcohol was actually in those cocktails, because let's face it, I'm 38 this year and I normally get a hangover on a glass of Prosecco. So very curious I didn't get a hangover on the Sunday, but hey ho. And then on the Sunday, it was thankfully a no spend day. So guys, to be honest, this week, I mean, I put a post on Instagram saying when things go wrong, don't go with them. I kind of did go a bit with them, but also I didn't go crazy with them. So let's see our state of the pots. All right, so let's have a look. I hope you can see the blue on the screen. I do like this new pen, but I'm worried it might just look a little faint. Let me check. It's a little bit faint. So let's start with spending. Obviously, as usual, just want to preempt here, I've had to move things around in pots and stuff because the date night threw the budget completely. So yeah, so I actually did quite well on some of the pots, and I'll go through it. I had money left over, but then to pay, finding £90 is quite a lot. Anyway. So spending, we spent obviously the full £20. So yeah, we have got a 0 in there. Date night, obviously we spent the full £40 and there is nothing left in there. So I had £40 in there. I needed to find an extra £50 and then the £27 for the crazy golf. So yeah, that was a lot. Vinny has got £21.06 left over, which means we spend 70. Now the reason why it says 70, even though I only spent £50 on this pot, is because I stole £20 from Vinny. I have been building this pot for quite a while, looking for this diet food, that in the end I realized that like I've got now 6 weeks to build the extra £60. So I thought he doesn't really need more than like a spare £20 in his pot. So yeah, basically I stole £20 from him. Beauty, we have got £7.80 in there, which means we spent £91.10, and that's the £88 from my hair and the £3.10 for the parking. Family time, we actually have got £38.16. Now, technically, we didn't spend anything on there, but I did steal £1.55 from it because I needed it to make up for the 90. I know. I should have been doing this on screen so you know how I move the pots around. But because I shouldn't be moving the pots around, really, there's no excuse. Now, home, I did buy the hangers, and that was $13.99, which is a lot, to be fair, but it was 30 hangers, so it's not too bad. So that leaves us with £28.01. Clara, we didn't spend anything, so our balance is £12.49. Miscellaneous, of course, we spent the full £5, nothing left. Clothes, we didn't spend anything, so still have the £30 in there. Fuel, so I had £110 in there. Technically, we did spend the whole 110, but we didn't. There was £11 left over because, as you remember, it was £99 for fuel. So I had £11 left over, so I stole it. Groceries, we spent the full £55, zero, but we actually didn't spend the full 55. I spent 36 for groceries last week. And yeah, basically I stole that money too. Household, I actually didn't spend anything in household last week, and I thought I would need the money for this week, so I didn't touch that fund. And then finally cleaner, which I only found out after I did the whole, oh, I need £90. We had £80, but actually we didn't spend anything, and we've got £40 left. But that is because my uncle, who shares the same cleaner with me, told me when she's back, and it turns out I'm only paying for one session for her this month. So I basically took the £40, put it back into my current account just to build up a little bit of an extra buffer, because if you remember, I'm trying to find the £71 that are uncovered as part of the credit card for the car, because 700 was in car maintenance, 700 is coming from TUI. I needed to find the £71, and I have a buffer of £30, if you remember. So technically speaking, £30 for the buffer, £40 for the cleaner is £70. So technically I've already found it, but I feel like it's a bit presumptuous for me to be stating that on the 8th of August when I've still got the full month ahead. So let's see how we get on. But moral of the story, it has gone back onto my account. So yes. And then finally, transport. I did spend the full 30. Well, technically speaking, I didn't. I spent £28 something, but I stole the remainder, £1, whatever it was, towards the date night. So, are you ready for this? This week, I have spent £436.64, which means that left in my pot, I have £184.02. I mean, wow. It's crazy. But I had to find that money. So basically big expenses, fuel for sure, that was £100. £50 for Vinny's food, yeah. Groceries, obviously, yeah. The date night, I feel like the date night was quite a lot. So yeah, it all adds up, doesn't it? I mean, it doesn't look like it should be £434, does it? But it actually is, which is absolutely crazy. So I don't have much left in my pots. We know that. So what is the plan for the rest of the month? The plan for the rest of the month is to just be a little bit mindful and be a little bit careful. I'm okay. Financially, I'm okay. I've been very lucky to have had things in place to not completely let me fall on my bottom, but it's also quite a telling story. And I am a bit nervous about my car maintenance fund, but we'll talk about that when I stuff for next week. And yeah, this is us closing week 1. So thank you very much for taking the time to watch this video. And thank you very much for everyone that interacts and comments on my video. I really, really appreciate it. I'm also fully aware that I have been saying that I will provide giveaway details. I am sorry, guys. I'm just not in a position, as you can see right now, to be doing the giveaway just yet. But I have a plan to do that towards the end of this month. So as soon as I can sort things out, I will do that, because I will and I want to do a giveaway. And just thank you all for being so supportive and being there for me over the last 7 months. So yeah, I will stop rambling on. Thank you so much for watching, everyone. Until next time, bye.